Anthony, all the various departments of social services and community services are deliberately skewed to prevent kids, Indigenous kids in seriously bad situations being rescued. Now, I made a point on this show a couple of weeks ago that the fact that these government departments ignore the plight of Indigenous kids when, if they were white, they'd be rescued. I said that, and I stand by it, that is the very definition of institutional racism. What do you think?
Racism, yeah. Well, I agree. And Fred, we've got to both be careful. Otherwise, we're going to have some politician asking us to name names and places and offer the evidence and the proof and that sort of thing. Yes, you know, we've read these stories before, and I've been involved in a case where the kid was, it's so common, it could be any one of 1,000, had some Aboriginal ancestry, was in a good home, a good non-Indigenous home, loved, cared for, which is all a kid needs, but they had to be ripped out of that because of the C word, culture. And they were put into an environment where there was colour, you had the black colour, but the culture was one of dysfunction. Okay, so then again, let me just qualify this. I'm not saying white communities don't have dysfunction. They do. There's many of them that do. But in the white communities, you wouldn't put a kid in a dysfunctional community simply because the people of that community are related to that kid. You would find a good home where the kid is looked after, cared for, loved and nurtured. And so it should be with Indigenous people. I'm not getting rid of culture altogether, but it should be down about number 8, 9 or 10, not in the top 3.
Indeed. Well, it's been a pretty grim conversation, Anthony. Cheer us up with your...
Just finally.
Yeah, go on.
Finally, I think if the voice does get up, we will see this whole thing of placing kids with Indigenous carers and that sort of thing. That will become stronger and, more solidified.
Yeah, it will. That's right. That will be one of the first things that the voice achieves, and it will be utterly negative. So let's just try to end on a positive note, Anthony. Do you think the voice will get up?
Fred, every bet I've had in the last few years I've lost. So the thing is, you've got people out there who are saying, look, I don't know what the voice is. It's very unclear. I can't see how it's going to work. And then you've got those people who are driven by emotion and say, well, I want to help Aboriginal people and I want to do the right thing. Now, how many are in each camp, I don't know. But that's, at the end of the day, come voting day, that's what's going to be happening. So I really don't know.
Well, it's up to us to make sure the no case is well presented, and I'm glad you're on my side, Anthony. We're brothers in this fight, mate. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk again soon.